Yo. I got some time to talk to y'all, so I'm going to do it. First off, if you decided to hit play on this, thank you very much. I need to get better with my scheduling, and I should have been dropped something for y'all, man. Cause y'all be looking out for a brother. Like, y'all look out when I don't expect y'all to look out. Y'all be there. Like, y'all be there through it all. You feel me? Like, so it's kind of hard to, I ain't gonna be able to word it the right way, but pretty much, life is weird. So you got to be careful what you take for granted, because you just never know when you might not have access to anything ever again. And you got to know when to try to enjoy life a little bit. I honestly wanted to give y'all an episode, if not yesterday, 2 days ago, but I had a selfish moment, and instead of spending Thanksgiving with anyone, I just kicked it in the house. Like, it was really a selfish decision. It's one of them times where I know I could have went 3-4 different places, got plates on plates, and I could have did a lot of different things, but that would have resulted in me loaning my energy to places that I wouldn't have wanted to loan my energy to. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I ain't want to loan out that energy. You feel me? So, I had a dream that somebody that's not in my life no more sent me like, they sent me like $1,100, $1,200, something like that. They sent me like $1,300, some weird number. It was more than 1,000. I had a weird dream. Somebody sent me over $1,000, and the message said, "I'm sorry." And in this dream, I folded like origami, man. I folded, man. I folded like that $13 chair. I folded in the dream. Because in my mind, had that have really happened, it would have signified that people really do care more than I think they do. Like, if that dream was a real thing, I would have had to reconsider everything I done said in life. But what waking up from that dream and tapping into reality made me realize is there's different ways to obtain closure. There are various ways to obtain closure. And if we could find ways to just obtain the necessary closure that we need in life, we won't ever have to worry about not necessarily regrets, but we won't have to worry about our roles in certain things. I feel like karma has played enough of its karma has played so much music in my life that I don't know if I'm tired of hearing the tune. I don't know if I'm just super conditioned to hearing the tune of karma. But I'm realizing that there are things about myself that I need to correct in order to move forward. There's things I need to get over. There's things I need to realize. Like, my journeys in life are coming together in a way that I wouldn't imagine. I'm not saying none of this. Basically, I'm saying all of this right now to tell you, the listener, that we only get one chance at life. And we gotta live to where we feel like we are satisfied if we died tomorrow. A lot of times, what I've done and what I still do is I push stuff off. Oh man, we could get that. We could get at that next time. We could get at that next week. We could get at that in 2 days, in 3 days. You know what I mean? Whatever. I always feel bad when I have that mentality because Kobe swore he was going to see the age 80. You know what I mean? Maybe not. Maybe he didn't swear he was going to see it. But I thought Kobe was going to live until he was at least 85, 80, something like that. I thought he was going to see his daughters grow. I thought he was going to be able to make a son, see his son do it as someone, become the next Bane. You know what I'm talking about? Same thing with Nip. Nip laid out all these blueprints to life. And to not see him fully live it out in his 40s is unfair. Tupac has been dead for 30 years. All right, maybe not quite 30 years, but almost 30 years. His legend lives on like he died 2 weeks ago. His legend is so real that it's finding a way to live on 30 years later. We got to keep certain things like that in perspective. So I believe the reason I brought up those 3 individuals is because it feels like they were seizing the moment whenever they could actually seize the moment. Nah, we don't got tomorrow. We got right now. Nah, we ain't got tomorrow. We got right now. At some point, I think I'm going to put this podcast to rest. Mainly because I don't have another hustle that I can incorporate into this podcast to the point as to where I'm generating money. In my mind, at 15,000 downloads, I should have at least seen $100 or 15,000 downloads. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm looking into this thing a little wrong. Maybe I don't know my algorithms correctly. But I'm not even asking for $1,000. If I would have seen let's say if I would have seen $50 so far off of these 15,000 downloads, if I would have seen $50 off of it, then perhaps I could say, oh, I never stop putting this down. I never stop recording. But let's be realistic, y'all. I decided to come to Spreaker because they was like, oh, we'll run ads, you'll get paid off the ads. Right? That was a huge selling point for me, doing it on Spreaker. Meanwhile, I could have used, what's the name of the other one that I used to use? I could have used one of the competitors for absolutely free. Let's give y'all some game. Since this podcast has started, I did maybe the first month or so for free. I got such a crazy response in that first month that it told me to, I got such a crazy response in that first month that it told me to, get it to a point where you got more than 15 minutes an episode. In order to get to that point where you got more than 15 minutes an episode, you have to cough up some dough. Is it a lot of money? No. But at some point, you have to look at it like, is this an investment or is this just a hobby? I'm getting a little too old to have a lot more hobbies. I'm doing this from the soul, but I also know that if I'm paying a certain amount of money a month, I would like to at least break even or get a couple dollars off a month. You know what I'm saying? So let's put this into context. I'm not paying more than $10 a month, right, to talk to you guys. I'm not. But I'm also not making $10 a year from this podcast. My stats are telling me I should be somewhere totally different. Maybe I'm plugged into the wrong type of algorithm. Maybe I go against certain guidelines. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I'm going to give y'all maybe 30 more episodes after this. And once I get to an even 100, I'm going to either A, take this over to the free place, and then I just continue to do it for free. Say scrap the ads. You know what I mean? And give y'all some game for the free. Or I'm going to just chill out on doing it all together. Because even though this is cool for me, I need to see some results. I know y'all don't want to hear this, and this ain't going to be the episode that y'all really going to be pressed to hear. But I can't come to y'all asking y'all to bless the Cash App or anything. I can't do it. I would like to do it, but it's a lot of pressure. it's a lot of pressure to be like, oh, like, follow, subscribe, donate. Oh, like, follow, subscribe, donate. Oh, like, follow, subscribe, donate. Like, dog. Y'all, this is supposed to be organic. You feel me? That's why the episodes... That's why the episodes be so sporadic. You know, that's why the episodes come as they come. They are what they are. They operate how they operate. You feel me? But anyway, I want y'all to be thankful that y'all got days on this earth. Cherish each day. I can't say make each day count, because sometimes I'm not even making each day count. I was drunk boots for 2 days in a row, and I couldn't have been happier. I started drinking Thursday morning at like 2 a.m. Hold on, what time? No. Thursday morning at like 3:30 a.m. I started drinking. I drank from Thursday 3 a.m. until like Friday 12 p.m. I drank that whole entire time. If Jameson ever wants to come to me and say, be our spokesperson, I will do it in a heartbeat. If Truly ever want me to dance around like the fat dude that I be seeing dance around on the pool or dance around at that picnic, wherever he was at, just holler at me. John Jameson and son, I will, boy, look here, Jameson. Jameson, look here, Jameson. We could do song, Jameson. We could do song, John Jameson and son. We could do song for the show. Come on. I have a whole segment, and this segment here is sponsored by John Jameson and son. Woo! Try to tell you, man, that J-Mo Slim, like, you could sneak it right in. Like all my favorite TV shows. Jameson be in all my favorite TV shows. They think they slick. I be seeing the placement. So they could just, slide me some. John Jameson and song. Slide me some. The name of this episode should be named Slide Me Some. Shoot. But anyway, I know I'm ranting and raving to the point to where it's like, what you doing all this for? But whatever. I was having a conversation with a person who was basically like, you gotta live with no regrets. Unfortunately for me, I've already lived with a host of regrets. But the beauty of life is you always get a chance to, take another swing at it, invent to reinvent, blah, blah, blah. So on and so forth. Now, if y'all have been doing a yawn counter, that was like yawn 8. I be yawning every time. I could not yawn the whole day. I get on here and want to talk to y'all. I be, all the while, oh well. I stopped fighting it. I had such a bad day one day last week that I almost went back on a lot of my words. So I want to give myself kudos, and I also want to give you all kudos, because I know the fight to get through this thing called life is hard. It's not easy. They don't make it easy on us. Everything is getting more challenging, more expensive, more, it's another word I can't think about, but more turbulent. Like, life has not gotten easier. Getting through life may appear to seem less difficult on some days, but the thing called life and this thing called life and a lot of the situations we go through in life have not. They say, oh, it gets easier as you get older. It doesn't. It gets more tolerable to handle, but it does not get easier. Not with the way the world is trying to set itself up to be. So I want to give all of you guys a pat on the back for being able to just, if you made it this far in this daggone podcast, because I'm almost at the end. If you made it this far in this podcast, then you need to celebrate yourself. Give yourself a round of applause for just getting through life. I wanted to have a real episode, but all I could do is brainstorm right now, because life doesn't grant us the opportunity to properly map things out. It's possible, it's doable, and yeah, we do it, but like, just from a regular standpoint, it's not so easy to just, oh, all right, and I'm going to do this like this, and I'm going to follow this plan over this course of this time. Because life will hit you with the wrinkle, the mountain, the valley, the hilltop, the turnstile. Like, life will hit you with a couple of them. The turnbuckle, the turnpike. Like, for real. Life will hit you with a couple of them, man. The traffic jam. Life keep a couple of those in store for you. That wasn't a yawn either. Ha ha ha, I got y'all. But life will keep a couple of those in store for you. So, like, just do the best you can with it. Do the best you can managing this thing called life. Because unfortunately, we don't make it out alive anyway. But I'm not telling you to wild out. I'm telling you to make the best of it. So once you aren't alive anymore, you could be remembered as someone who always tried to make the best out of it. I'm naming this episode Scatterbrained. Hopefully somebody took something from this that they were supposed to take from this. If not, hopefully I give y'all something better next week. Or the next time I decide to drop something. If I'm smart, I will drop another episode on Monday. Today's Saturday. Just to let y'all know. But if I'm smart, I'll drop another episode on Monday. But let's just see where my intelligence level lies on that day. And what I got planned. And basically, if I don't drop one by this Monday, next Monday, I should definitely drop one for sure. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. We made it past 15K. So, like, one of these days, I don't know, maybe I should shoot for the 100K before I get rid of this podcast. Because then that way I could be like, man, I had a podcast that had 100,000 listens. And once I get to 100,000 listens, I could be like, all right, peace out. I made a jump with 100,000 listens, no promo. You feel me? That. Unfortunately, though, and I gotta get back to the money conversation. 100,000 downloads, based on what these 15,000 downloads, 100,000 downloads would be like $70. If that. Man, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Ugh. Lord have mercy. Either or, in any event, I wish all of you well. I'm thankful for you guys. All right? I was a day late on that Black Friday, but I'm very thankful for you guys. If y'all decided to hit play on this, I appreciate you more than you know. It's my time to go.